Don't let Papa Elon scare you away from Twitter. Twitter is a unique platform that can be used in many ways to support your nonprofit for fundraising and marketing. And it's more than just a way to advertise your events and causes. It provides numerous opportunities for meaningful connection with your audience. Now, how you use Twitter as a nonprofit should be tailored to your specific audience. But in this episode, I'm going to share with you some general tips and tricks to engage that audience using Twitter. And stay to the end, because I'm also going to cover some not so known features like Twitter tipping and Twitter newsletters. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and let's get to it. So when you're just getting started with Twitter, it's easy to just start tweeting without a plan in place. Now, at the heart of every good social media campaign is a solid plan. And part of that plan is knowing who you're talking to. Now, according to Statista.com, as of April 2021, Twitter's global audience was composed of about 38.5% of users between 25 and 34. Most of whom use it to get news. Now, the second largest age group is 35 to 49-year-old. You need to put yourself in the shoes of these users and see what you have to offer that would appeal to them. Once you know who you're talking to and what types of content they respond to, then you can start to plan your tweets around how to get their engagement. One way to plan your tweets is to use a scheduling tool like Canva. I know it's not typical, but it's our favorite. And yes, we are an affiliate, but I can build the tweets right in the program and then schedule them from there. Now, we have the paid version. It's still super cheap. I'm going to leave a link in the show notes. But by scheduling your posts, you can plan ahead and set up your strategy for your tweets that can cover days or even weeks in advance. And by having that plan and that schedule, we can be more strategic about our tweets and being sure to include content that's relevant and that adds value. I did a video on Facebook a while back, which I will link up there and in the description, but we talked about the 70-20-10 rule, whereby 70% of our posts should provide value, 20% should be sharing, such as retweeting, and 10% being promotional. Now, in general, when tweeting, to maximize the effectiveness of each tweet, we want to be sure to include strong wording. Now, we have very limited characters, so we can drill it down to grab attention. Tweets should be concise and include the most essential information. And think of it as your headline. And you can also link to websites for more information. You can have QR codes. You can also use images. Visual quotes and statistics tend to do very well on Twitter. And a picture is worth 1,000 words. Now, hashtags, or at least relevant hashtags, are important to use. Hashtags are used to categorize your posts, allowing you to connect with other users and find your audience. You can choose hashtags that are directly related to your nonprofit or your event, or you can find hashtags that are relevant to your industry and what your audience is interested in. When using hashtags, though, be sure to avoid using too many, as it can make it difficult for your post to be seen. You should probably just use a few hashtags per post. As always, make sure to engage with your audience. I generally try to spend time engaging before posting and then after posting. And by sharing content that interests your audience, you can encourage engagement and have open conversations with your followers. And by responding to questions and comments, you can increase your reputation and draw in new followers. And by using hashtags relevant to your nonprofit in the comments, you can increase your visibility and expand your reach. Now, a couple of neat Twitter features to check out include Twitter newsletters and Twitter tipping. And according to Twitter, Tips is a feature that lets you add links to third-party payment services right to your Twitter profile. So when you turn on Tips, people can support you by tapping on the tip icon and sending you money or Bitcoin off-platform via these third-party payment services. Creators have been taking full advantage of this feature, and nonprofits can use it to have their supporters show their love, their appreciation, or to help out with special campaigns. Now, to set up Tips, you simply go to Edit Profile, click Tips, consent to the general tipping policy, and away you go. Once you have agreed to their general tipping policy, you will be brought to the tip settings screen, toggle to allow, and then choose what third-party payment service you would like. Now, according to Insider, Twitter newsletters might be a great way to grow your Twitter following and monetize your content. Twitter users can now start their own newsletters via a company called Review. This new venture will allow your organization to generate and publish your own independent newsletter with a paid subscription. So Twitter can be used as a powerful engagement platform and fundraising platform for your nonprofit. From promoting your events and raising funds to staying engaged with your audience, Twitter can be an important means of communicating and engaging with your audience. Making use of all the features that Twitter has to offer will allow you to engage with your followers and create engaging content, which is the key to success on Twitter. Now keep experimenting with different types of media for your posts and see what does engage your audience. The more you try, the more you will succeed. So thank you very much for staying to the end. If you found value, once again, please hit that thumbs up. It really helps our channel reach new young fundraisers. And see you next week.